Are you aware of your thoughts and your emotions? Are you able to see the monkey brain? Are you able to feel all the pent up stress that you have passed off to later in your emotional body? Till this day, if I eat badly, if I hate too much, if I don't know, too stressed about my 9 to 5, then I don't have the ability to slow down my hyperfixated thoughts, right? My mind is still racing. I'm not able to get in touch with my emotions because I'm out here in a survival state. Even though I learned this 10 years ago, where I was just writing down my thoughts and emotions and finally getting in touch with those bodies for the first time, right? It's kind of whack when you finally realize, oh, I'm not actually feeling my emotions. I'm just expressing them and acting them out. And I don't know how much stress is stored inside of the body. I don't know that my throat is always closed up because I needed to say something and I was always angry. I didn't know that my chest was always tight. Actually, I did know that because that was all I could feel. But I didn't have this reaction or this kind of thing where I become aware of my emotions and I sit there with the discomfort and whatever comes up comes up. I didn't have that level of ability to sit there with my uncomfortable emotions, feelings, sensations, and let whatever information needs to come up come up. Same thing with my mind. It was always like chatting, and I would always try to intercept these thoughts, saying I'm right, saying I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Oh, I need to do this. Um, this is my fault. I should do work on this better. But all those came from a really panic and needy kind of energy. And you can't really get anywhere if you're mentally challenging your hyperfixated thoughts. You can't beat mental with mental. You have to go emotional and calm that down. And you can't really do that if you're out here trying to escape however it is that you feel. You're not able to sit with discomfort. You're just trying to fix it all the time. Numb it out, do whatever. So forget about like needing, forget about figuring out what you need if you watch my previous video. Right, if you're learning about, if you're getting in touch with your emotional body and mental body for the first time ever, oh man, oh man, you, 2026, it's not too late. So all you have to do is this simple meditation practice, which is sitting in discomfort. You go sense deprivation, get away from your phone, get away from your house, get away from whatever it is that's stressing you, and then you do some body scanning and breathing. So your breath might be like shallow or whatever, or hyperventilating. Once you're doing the body scan, from head to toe, you might like feel it in your throat, feel it in your chest, or whatever. And your mind might be racing. And while all this is happening at the same time, you might be trying to fix something, judge yourself. That is something to look at as well. So whatever comes up, comes up. You sit there, sense deprived, and now you feel the emotional body by doing a body scan and by breathing. And racing thoughts, you just become aware of it. If you latch onto them and you start to react, note your reaction. Am I judgmental? Am I bulldozing? Am I fix it? Whatever. And I would do this many times. Actually, as many times as I could, because not only did I do that sense deprived, but I tried to do that in real life, and that's where you need to take it. You need to take it in real life and do it in real time. Sitting, not sitting, but just you doing your life thing. Something triggers you, you get emotional, reactive, and you need to see like the trigger, the racing thoughts, the emotional body, and your reaction, and your action, and your reaction to your action. But that's really how you do it. If you're not in touch with your emotional or mental body, you can't ever figure out what you need, what you're unconsciously needing for the moment. This is literally the first step if you ever want to take control of who you are. Is to see what it is you truly need and unconscious about. This homework gives you the ability to do that. Once you're more okay with all this for like a week, you literally can conjure up stresses inside the body. So you feel stress here or whatever. And you're already doing that automatically. Heavy emotions always trying to come up to the surface, but you just don't know how long you've been repressing them. So they just come up. This practice turns into whatever comes up, and then you learn more about yourself. You have these hyperfixated thoughts, this pattern, and you kind of connect all the dots together until you realize, well, this is kind of who I'm being. And I'm trying to fix my being too. I still do this practice. I still try to do this in real time, and I still need to, no matter how basic this is. I go through life unconsciously, which is how you should operate. You see that it's not working for you anymore, and you see that you need to get back to doing this a little bit because you let go a lot of control, a lot of awareness, even. And then you can use this to figure out the real triggers, the spiritual parasite stuff, the lust and gluttony and all that. Whenever you try to not eat like certain food, not eat fast food, you have resistance and you have some internal dialogue. Once you once you get in touch with your emotional body and hyperfixated mind, you don't try to fix anything right away. You just add more data, until an energetic door opens to a point where, wait, why do I need to do this? Because, or why am I doing this? Right? Why do I need fast food? Why am I judging myself? You open up the answer why, because before that, you didn't even want to look at it. You didn't even want to face it. You didn't even want to change. But now you kind of do. Now you're open to questions. Not to act upon, but to open up the door wider and wider. I hope this was valuable. Peace out.